Brand new builder, brand new community right here in Ocala, a gas community with no CDD. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Orlando Home Show where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, I am back in Ocala showcasing a beautiful builder model. Now, whenever I show builder model, there's a lot of bells and whistles. So I'm going to point out as much as I possibly could. So the model behind me is decked up and beautifully decorated in a brand new master plan community, which is in its second phase of development. There is a lot that is happening. The model behind me is a 4 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, 2-car garage, about 1921 square foot. The first thing you're going to notice is that you have this pad right there, which you can easily put 2 cars right over here. Now, this is a builder floor plan or a builder model, which is an elevation that is above your standard elevation. I'll tell you everything about the base price and everything else in terms of the lot, but this has a stone elevation, so something that you would have to pay more. And then as I cross over right there, you would see that you have a nice walkway and you have this beautiful stone elevation going all the way through. The first thing that I love about this house is the entrance of this house. Look at the ceiling height right over here. You also have an intake for fresh air right at the very entrance. Now, I did check with the builder if you can kind of cover this, as I have seen in some communities, and I have been told that this is something that is not possible in this community. So let's go inside and check this beautiful floor plan out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful decked up builder floor plan. Now, if this is your first time, please press that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it because I bring you model house throughout Central Florida, Tampa Bay, and Ocala. And today I am in Ocala in a master plan community that has its own school, that has its own retail space that is being developed, and there is tons of amenities. The best thing about this community is that this is a gas gated community. You don't find a lot of gas communities in Central Florida and suburban or deep inside suburban areas. So gas is something that is huge. And if you're moving from up north and all that, then this is something really good. I am in Marion County, which is one of the main county for Ocala. If you would like to know more about Ocala, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. That's where I bring you videos about Ocala, about Kissimmee, Davenport, any of the suburban areas throughout Orlando, Greater Orlando, Tampa Bay, and Ocala, so that you know, hey, what is the schools like? How is shopping? How is dining? How is hospital? It will give you a lot of information. So the floor plan that I'm showing you is one out of the 10 floor plans that this builder has. It's a 4 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, 2-car garage with some structural options that I'm going to discuss. The base price of this house is about $355,990. I don't know. 356 would have been a lot easier to know, but it is what it is. This is sitting on a 50 by 140 lot. I have been told that all the interior lots are included in the base price. However, if you're getting an interior corner lot, then the base price is another $5,000. So in other words, you're going to pay another $5,000 for the interior corner lots, depending upon if you're getting a corner lot or a conservation lot or a dry pond. You know, the lot that looks at the dry pond, the lot prices could vary anywhere from $5,000 to about $35,000. So it really depends. The first thing you're going to notice is the ceiling height, which is the 9.4. This is your standard door. However, the upgrade is in relation to the tiles that you see. Now, one thing about this community, this is going to be on 1,800 acres. By the time they're all said and done, it's going to be about 5,000 homes. They're in the second/third phase of this community. They have their own charter school, which is an A-rated charter school. It's a public-private charter school. And they give preference, or what I've been told is that if you buy a house in this community and you have kids like I do with these little 2 monkeys, You are going to be able to get the preference that doesn't guarantee a seat, but you will get a preference because you are in this community. It's from kindergarten to 8th grade, and then they also have a middle and a high school just literally outside the community. Now, if you want to know more about Ocala, please make sure to check out Orlando Living with D, because that's where I've done a very detailed video about that. The upgrades, as I mentioned before, is in regards to the tiles that you see. If you want to know, hey, what do I get for my 355,990, then put that in the comment below. I'll be happy to send you a spec sheet, because every builder has a spec sheet where they say, okay, this is standard, this is not. But the good thing is that this is a single story home, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with no CDD, and your HOA is just about $176. Now, this is an upgrade. This is like a barn door, which is something very easy to do, and I would highly suggest that you do it by yourself. Now, guys, if you've been thinking about buying a house and you've just been waiting, you're trying to time the market, that's just not the way to go. And the reason I say that is because I have clients that are trying to time the market since, guess what? Since 6 and 7 when the market crashed, and they're still renting today. All the people that lost a lot of money in that crash, if they held on to the property, they already quadruple, or actually at least triple the price of what you could have bought from that time. So real estate is something that you buy and hold, but at the same time, the question that you really need to ask yourself is this the right time for you? So just keep those things in mind. Right over here, you have the very first bedroom. And I'd like to go in the corner of it to kind of give you an idea of how big the room is. If you want the specific floor plan, then just let me know and I'll be happy to email that to you. Now, please keep in mind, when you give us a call, please make sure texting is the best way, or WhatsApp, but you will talk to somebody on my team. Their job is to collect the information. Now, with this builders, with all their floor plans, they have taken the doors out. So you see, this is the closet space. This is just going to be one of those roller ones, as I can see that. Hallelujah, no split. But for the ease of showing, they didn't want to keep the doors, so they but the house does come with a door, is what I'm trying to say. You see those extra lights? This is something that you do have to pay extra, but traditionally you'll have that central thing where you will have a light fixture. I think it will allow you to have a fan with the light that you could do later on. And I think the weight limit for that is about 70 pounds. And then right over here is your first secondary bathroom, or this is only for 2. So this is your guest bathroom. The standard feature with this builder is that you have choice of 2 different quads included in the base price. You're going to have the plexiglass shower tub combination. Now, if you build from scratch, there is something like you can go to the design center and get a lot of upgrades. As you would see, I'm going to do another floor plan and you can see that you can get a lot of upgrades, but then again, you are paying for that. So just keep that in mind. Right behind this door is a little closet space right there. And then you have the undermount sink. What I like is that you have the granite, but you see how they have kind of curved this? I think it's called bullion. Like, I have my son, he's just about 5 years old. Actually, he's going to be 6 in the next 2 weeks. And he's just about this height, and with the kids, they come running. So it's kind of nice that you don't have those sharp edges. They're kind of rounded off. And then right over here is your other secondary bedroom. This nice window. They are double pane window. And look at that. Just the wallpaper makes it so different. The whole room, like it's a beautiful, I guess, sunset, sunrise. I don't know. I'm like something along those lines. And then you have the extra light. Now, if you are going to build from scratch, please do yourself a favor. Please go to my playlist and watch the video on do's and don'ts of building a brand new home, because that's where I talk about things that you should do with the builder and things that you shouldn't do with the builder, because anything that is structural is something that I would highly recommend that you do with the builder. Now, with this builder, all your wet areas are going to be tiled with 17 by 17, and then it would be carpet in all the room. Now, on this side is your third bedroom, which is a pretty good size bedroom with a nice closet area, which is a door closet, so like a little walk-in closet. This is just an upgrade. That is something that they did for the ease of showcasing. Now, I have been told that this floor plan can be turned into a 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage. And the way they do that is that they move, like you see this hallway. So what they do is, let me just show you the way I understood. So this hallway kind of gets moved over here. So you imagine that hallway just going in a little bit this way. It does add a little bit of square footage to that. And then you can have a bathroom and a bedroom. So your bathroom entrance would be like, imagine that hallway walking there, and this is where the bathroom entrance is. Just push it towards this side, and the entrance to the bedroom also extends. Now this is your laundry room, and I've been told all appliances come whether you build from scratch or you don't. So you have your washer, your dryer, your refrigerator, everything, and it is a gas community, so which is fantastic. So that is great. You also have an option to have your water heater. They give you a 50-gallon, but you have an option to turn that into a tankless one, but you do have to pay extra. So just keep that in mind. Now, this is a builder floor plan, or a builder model rather, and I cannot go in because they're using this as a storage, but it's your standard 2-car garage. And then as I come over here, you see this work. This is something that you can always do later on. So don't get hung up, because the builder's job is to make sure that the house looks wow, because buying a house is a very emotional thing. So you can sell you on that. Oh, wow, this is what they can do. These are the things you can always do that later on. Now, this is the actual size of your island with the 60/40 sink, which is fantastic. And then this is the appliances that you get. You get a whirlpool. Now, the best thing is that this went outside, so which is great. Now you do lose the closet space. Now this is a standard 36-inch cabinet, so it's not a 42-inch cabinet as some builders are doing. However, you do get the granite. You have a choice of 3 different colors on your standard pricing. This one is an upgraded quartz. This is what I've been told. You're also not going to have the backsplash like you see over here. However, this is your standard gas appliance that you would see right there. You know, one thing that I always do, or my wife always does, is she tries to check this, and this doesn't have that soft touch close. But what I love over here is that you have this living area. False ceiling, extra lights is something that you have to pay extra for it. This is just a simple woodwork that could be done later on. But what I also love the fact is that your patio, or your patio space is included now with this builder. As you come over here, this is kind of nice. You have this lanai space, a covered lanai space included in the base price. And then this is something that you can always do, which is great. You do have to go through the HOA to get the permission, but this is something that's easy. Now you do see, this is how your flooring is. They do not offer pavers. So this is on a 50 by 140. So that means it's 50 wide and 140. So it gives you a good amount of space to build a nice pool and have an extended lanai area if that is what you want to do. So you have a burning question that you need an answer to, well, give us a call, text us, WhatsApp us, whatever works for you, email it to us. We'll be happy to help you. I've created this relocation guide, so make sure to download it, because I have given you information that you can use that as a reference point. If you want to know more about the areas that you want to move to, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. But we are here to help and serve you. If you have any specific questions, reach us out. Back to the video. This is really nice. It's in a community that offers you tons of amenities. There is no CDD. They give you $176. But guess what? You have 2 aquatic, like 2 Olympic size pool. You get a membership to the aquatic area in this community for up to 4 people in your family. Anybody after that is additional $30. There is dog park. There is other different pool. There is another resort pool coming. There is walking trail, dog park. There's just tons of things. And people that live here that have little people like I do, they can just bike to their school if they want to, because the school is just around the corner in this community. So that is something. I also love the fact that you have this semi-private dining area right here. You get a recessed light. You have this nice window bringing in a good amount of light. When I came in this morning, it wasn't nice and bright as it is right now. So like the day is just opening up. And don't you love the weather now? Like I love this kind of weather, because it's nothing but blue sky. But then again, this is Florida. Next thing you know, it's pouring like no other day tomorrow. But you have your master bedroom right over here with this nice big window. And then you have those extra lights. Now, this is something that I always talk about. If you are building from scratch, do yourself a favor, please watch my video, because You can thank me later on things that I tell you, because I personally build a house myself, and I can tell you that those are the things that you want to do. Learn from my experience, things that I did, things that I didn't do, and things that I should have done. That's going to save you a lot, especially when you have a two-story house and you have, you know how you have in some homes, you have this open area, so your entrance have like 18 foot, and you want to have a chandelier put. Do it with the builder, guys, because it will save you so much time to try to do that and get those extra lights. Because I don't know about you, but for me, a house that is nice and bright is amazing as compared to, it's good, but the lightning is dependent upon the sun. And sometimes sun in Florida does its own thing. It would be nice and hot and crazy, and next minute it's pouring like crazy and it's dark and gloomy. But that's just my thoughts. You also have this nice walk-in closet area with the access to the attic right over here. 9'4". It's a concrete block, because some builders are now building a frame house from top to bottom. I don't know about you, and I'm not bashing them. It's just that we live in Florida with the hurricanes coming. Like, if we have a good year, we don't have any major hurricanes, but if we don't, then there could be 3, 4, 5, or 6 hurricanes coming. I'm not comfortable spending 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, or for that matter, even $200,000 on a home and have an issue with termite or the whole house kind of falls over. So it's just a matter of personal. If I could build block over block, that would be great, which is only D.R. Horton, but I don't like some of their floor plans. So when I personally built my home, it was block on first floor and frame on second, which is what most builders will do that. Now you have this nice master bathroom with the double sink. The upgrades over here is in regards to the tile that you see on your standard bathroom. This is the actual standard size of the bathroom, and you are going to have your subway white tiles along with your white, it's just a little square, but the same one, but in a different color. One thing with this builder, which is very typical, is that they have the water closet, but they don't have a door. Now, if that is important, you can have that added on by paying more for it. If you want a price sheet for anything specific, then let me know. We are here to help and serve. I really hope so that you get a lot of value from my videos, and if you do, please press that button. Also, I just want to make sure that you are aware that I'm doing my song and my dance on TikTok and Instagram. So if you haven't been watching, please go ahead and do so. I've also started an Instagram handle, Orlando Living with D. That's where I bring you like a minute or under bite-sized information about everything that is up and coming in the area. Hey, Claremont is having a new subdivision, or Ocala is doing this or that. That is to keep you informed so you don't have to. And also, since last year, a lot of things have changed in our industry. So which means that when you give us a call, you'll talk to us. Choosing the right agent is super important, but there is something that you need to know, is that now we are now required, before we can act on your behalf or assist you, to have that buyer broker agreement signed. So that is something that we need to do. So please keep that in mind. We'll be happy to, I give a lot of free information already to you. If you want us to help you, please check our reviews, because we are here to help and serve you. And our goal is to assist you, give you the information, and guide you through, because buying a home is an emotional thing. We don't want you to just make an emotional decision. We want you to be able to make the right decision. And we are here as the third party to say, okay, this would work or this wouldn't work. And then you decide what works for you. But guys, if you've been thinking about buying, look into inventory home. This is something that I've been saying for the last couple of videos. You're going to get a great deal. In terms of incentives with this builder, they can buy your rate down to 4.75, include all your appliances. So your washer, your dryer, your refrigerator. Blinds are not included, so just keep that in mind. Plus give you 3%. Now, if you're building from scratch, they will give you $30,000, but also give you all your appliances. So these are the things that could be done. So please look into that. Thank you again for watching our videos. If you haven't subscribed, please press that thumbs up button. And if Spanish is your main language, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show in Espanol. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.